Okay, I just got my Fender Mustang amp from a musician's friend. It ran about $500, but pay $5 extra and you can get it here about 2 or 3 days earlier than you normally would. So okay, this is the box. I kind of like this this chest piece looking thing right here. I really like this. High-speed amped up and loud. I've wanted one of these since they came out. Especially this is the Mustang IV. It is the 150 watt 2x12 combo. Played through one of these this past weekend at Guitar Center, I think on Saturday. It's been about 5 or 6 days since I did that. Well, 5 days. Yeah, 5 days since I played it. And it sounded so good, especially the really high gain models, which is what I really got it for. The Whitechapel model. The amp models in this thing are supreme. I've already started opening up the box, as you can see, and I just kind of looked at what was in it, which the very top of the box had everything you need in it. You see, you got the Mustang by Fender software. It has the quick start guide, the manual tutorial, the Fender Fuse software, the Ableton Live Lite 8 Fender edition, and a very kind of a light edition of IK Multimedia's Amplitude Fender edition. And of course you got your actual manual there in the back. Hazardous substances names. That's not good. Got some mercury, some cadmium, lead. Wow, there's a lot of dangerous shit in here. Okay, anyway, that's the box. I've already started opening the box up just to kind of give you an idea what's in it. We've got here, this is where the manual was, and this is the foot switch that comes with the amp. It is the MS4, the 4-button foot switch. I love the way this thing works. It's got a lot of versatility. So yeah, it's actually a really good foot switch because I mean I already looked at it and it just looks really heavy duty. It's got a cable for the foot switch already. Just a small 4-button foot switch. It's got a little it's got a screen in the middle of it. I think I might as well go ahead and pull that out of the packaging and show you what it looks like. And those of you who own these Fender Mustangs already know what I'm talking about. Which I don't know anybody that has these yet. Personally, I don't know anybody. Yeah, typical Fender foot switch. It's got some rubber feet on the bottom, so it doesn't slide around on the floor, which is really good because we have wood floors here. It's a three mode foot switch. Small screen in the middle, kind of looks like a little LCD display screen. Well, not an LCD screen. It's like a clock, the kind of display screen you get on an alarm clock. But it doesn't work unless it's plugged into the amplifier with the included cable, which I'm happy that it included a cable. That's really thumbs up for me. Thumbs up to Fender for including a cable with the foot switch. There's the double 90-degree angled cable just for the foot switch. Okay, now we're going to get into the meat and two veg of this thing. Wow. I don't know if you can see that already, but that looks quite good. Like I already know how these things are. You can see the top of it, see the knobs, the display screen. And it's like the amp's not as big as the box, obviously, but okay. So I'm gonna try and get this thing out of here, which it shouldn't be too hard because these Mustang amps are already notorious for being really light, but still very, very strong. Just gonna get the foam out first off. Okay, so now all we've got is the wrapping that's on the amplifier itself. Oh yeah, that's very light. That's actually quite a light amp. It's a lot of amp though. It's like I said, it's a big 2x12 amp. It's got a classic Fender look. Really dig this carbon fiber kind of look thing they got going on here. Can pull the rest of that off there if I can. Oh yeah. See, doesn't look like there's nothing else down in there except a couple more foam fillers. So that's the end of the box, at least. I don't know what I'm going to do with the box, but here's the amp. I really love this thing. Really nice classic kind of Fender knob. The skirted amp knob look. See, Mustang IV. Got a gain, volume, treble, mid, bass, and it's a presence. No, reverb. Master control. There's the LCD screen for you to look at your what amp model you're using. That's the scroll wheel. Your different buttons for your saving your presets. You have a tap tempo. It's got a tuner built in, which I really like, and it completely mutes the speakers. Have fun. That's just my sister, by the way. She's going to school. Woohoo! Yeah, woohoo! I get to stay here and have fun. But I think she's happy about it because this thing's pretty damn loud. It's got an auxiliary input, so you can run your iPod, MP3 player, whatever into it. Headphone out, so you can practice in silence. And a USB, which is used for recording. A really low latency USB for quite good recording, and it's easy. It's pretty. I've heard it's pretty easy to record with this thing. That is the look of the amplifier. It's bigger than anything I've ever owned. I love the I think they call it a blackface 2000 kind of look, modern blackface. Let's turn it around. Let's just get. I'm thinking about getting some casters for that. Okay, we got a foot switch for 2-button and 4-button on the back, right here. We got a double 2 effects loops. We got a send and a return for stereo operation. Your mains power, which is 350 watt input power switch, and the speakers that are 2 Celestion G12P80s, 12-inch speakers. These are incredible sounding speakers, by the way. Packet of silica gel. Kitties, don't eat this. That will kill you. It'll make you violently ill. But this is a really good looking amp. Very good looking amp. I like it. What is that? Date of manufacture was June 2011. Wow, so this thing's been sitting in a warehouse for 9 months. I like that. This is warning. I don't know if you can see that very well. Fender amplifier systems are capable of producing very high sound pressure levels, which may cause temporary or permanent hearing damage. Use care when setting or adjusting volume levels during use. Understandable. Provide an earthing connection? What the hell does that mean? Typical safety guff. Don't open it up, or it'll shock the shit out of you. This is like I said, this is the Mustang IV model, which really good for maintains 6 inches of clearance for ventilation. 120 volts input. It doesn't actually say how many watts this thing pumps out, but I already know This thing pumps out 150 very loud watts. Really like that this thing has the two 12-inch speakers in it, and I love that they're Celestion speakers because I like Celestion speakers. These are actually quite good for this amp. A lot of people will go for like vintage 30s. They're going for 12-inch Celestion speakers, or the old greenbacks if you have like an old Marshall tube amp, or whatever. But for this kind of amp, these are really good. These are really powerful speakers. They crank out a lot of power. This thing's the clean presets on here are fantastic, crystal clear, classic Fender type cleans. Really nice overhead shot of the amp. I cannot wait to plug this thing in. There actually wasn't that much in the box, to tell you the truth. Then again, a lot of times these don't. It's a practice amp. It's a practice / small gigging amp. It's got little feet on the bottom of it, of course, to protect it, or not protect it, but so it doesn't roll around on the floor. Which, like I said, is really good because we have wooden floors in my house. But I am considering putting casters on it in case I need to move it around. Because as you saw a little while ago, I was going to just spin it around, but that didn't work very well because it's a big amp, and it's got a lot of weight pushing down the floor, so it's a good thing. It's not gonna move. It'll wobble, but it won't actually. It won't physically move a whole lot. But if you'll give me just a second, I'm going to record this with my web camera, by the way. So for now, that's pretty much it. Not much else to say. I'm going to be putting up another video later of me playing this thing. I really dig this amp. Like I said, I've already played through one before. Really good amp. Even though I've not plugged this one in, I would already recommend this to somebody who wants a good, big, ballsy kind of amp for whatever. If you need a whole lot of versatility, because this thing, it's got everything in it. Oh, and like I said, I've got this hooked up to my laptop, so I'm going to be fiddling around with this with the what's it called? The Fender Fuse software. Going through the setup process with that, registration onto the Fuse community, download presets for this thing. It has 100 presets to work with, so you'll never run out of. It's got limitless possibilities. You can do anything. It's got stomp box, emulation, modulation, delay, reverb, spring reverbs, lexicon type reverbs. You can have really good delays, modulation. You can have your chorus, sine chorus, flanger, tremolo, trematone, vibratone. Stomp boxes, you can do overdrive, fuzz, stuff like that. The fuzz sounds pretty good. The overdrive sounds really good, especially when you put it in front of a good metal amplifier model that's on here. So yeah, this is a really bitchin' amplifier. It's a good little practice amp, but like I said, even though most of the time I'm gonna have the master on like 2 or 3. It goes up to 10, and it can get very, very loud very, very quickly. So you'll never run out of stuff to do with this thing. So this has been the unboxing of the Fender Mustang IV 150 watt 2x12 solid state Fender DSP amplifier. I will catch you guys next time.